Welcome to BRN, your destination for Mongol ruling. This is Tommy Payne.
And this is Eli Stan.
Today, we will be doing a recap of Mongol rule in China.
But in local news, the Yuan dynasty looks like the rule is finally coming to an end, ending the 157-year-long span of Mongol rule in China.
A very long and awaited end of a run in the Khan family. Kublai has to be devastated.
Speaking of our leader, Kublai Khan was the grandson of the great Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan created this Mongol empire from scratch, coming from the bottom through military and creating the large empire.
Now we are going over live with our reporter Eli Jennings in Karakoram to report on this.
Thank you, Tommy. We're in Karakoram, and today we'll be talking about the good things Genghis Khan did. Yes, he may have killed, and may have been responsible for maybe a couple thousand, maybe a couple million deaths. That's nor here nor there. I can't hold it against the guy. But when he ruled from 1206 to 1227, he did some important things, I'll give him that. He granted religious freedom to his subjects, a big innovation at the time, and honestly, I think that's pretty cool. So what, he killed a little bit of people. Another thing Genghis Khan did that was pretty important, that I thought was pretty cool, he abolished torture. You know who doesn't like torture? Me! He also encouraged trade through things like the Silk Road, which helped boost the economy. Honestly, that sounds pretty cool, because who doesn't like money? I know Genghis Khan did. He also started the first international postal system, which may be my favorite thing, because I think it brought so many new innovations to the world and many things we could help. Now let's send it back to Tommy at the station.
Thank you, Eli. Now over to Isaac Howe, our research reporter, who's going to talk about the top 5 battles in Mongol China history.
Thank you, Tommy. Today we are looking at 5 battles that took place for the Mongols to take control of China. Number 4 is the city of Aleppo. For 6 days the city was under siege, assisted by catapults and mangonels. Mongol, Armenian, and Frankish forces overran the entire city, except for the citadel, which held out until February 25th and was demolished following its capitulation. Number 3 is the city of Baghdad. The siege of Baghdad began on January 29th, 1258. The Mongols quickly built a palisade and ditch and brought siege engines, such as covered battering rams that protected their men from the defenders' arrows and other missiles, and catapults to attack the city's walls. Number 2 is the city of Kiev. On November 28th, the Mongols set up catapults near one of the 3 gates of Old Kiev, where tree cover extended almost to the city's walls. The Mongols then began a bombardment that lasted several days. On December 6th, Kiev's walls were breached and hand-to-hand combat followed in the streets. Number 1 is the city of Kaifeng. The Mongols arrived at the walls of Kaifeng on April 8, 1232. The siege deprived the city of resources, and its residents were beset with famine and disease. Jin soldiers defended the city with fire lances and bombs of gunpowder, killing many Mongols and severely injuring others. And that is the 5 different battles that took place to take over China. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Tommy.
Thank you, Isaac. Now we'll be doing a timeline of Mongol history in China. From 1206 to 1227, the reign of Genghis Khan, the ruler of the Mongol Empire. From 1211 to 1368 was the reign of the Mongol Empire in China.
1211 to 1214, Genghis Khan invaded China. In 1215, the Mongols captured Beijing.
In 1223, the Mongols invaded Russia and raided cities in Crimea. From 1227 to 1247, the reign of Chagatai Khan, the ruler of the Mongol Chagatai Empire.
From 1235 to 1263, Karakoram is the capital of the Mongolian Empire. And in 1251, Mogki is elected the Great Khan and is the last Khan to base his capital at Karakoram in Mongolia.
From 1253 to 1260, a Mongol army under Hulagu invades Persia and the Middle East. In 1257, the Mongols invade Vietnam.
In 1258, the Mongols seized Baghdad, and in 1260, the Mongolians fail to invade Egypt. Kublai Khan becomes the Great Khan and moves the empire's capital to Beijing. Kublai regards himself as a Chinese emperor, and the Yuan dynasty thrives under him.
In 1271, the Yuan dynasty is created by Kublai Khan while invading China. And in 1297, the Yuan dynasty takes over of China by defeating the Song dynasty. For the first time, China is under foreign rule.
In 1294, Kublai Khan dies. The Mongol Empire begins to split and the government begins to weaken. From 1368 to 1370, Yuan dynasty falls in 1368 to a Chinese rebel leader who establishes a new dynasty, the Ming. Mongols are driven out of Beijing.
Thank you for watching our news report of Mongol lead in China.
Everybody was kung fu